Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Freely. So today is very exciting because I get to unbox the Canon EOS R50 here. Super excited. I also have the mount adapter where you can mount EF and EFS lenses on your R camera. So we're going to be unboxing both of these today. So let's get right into it. All right, so we have them both right here. We're going to open up the R50 because this is what everyone's been waiting for here. So let's get it open. All right. Got a bunch of manuals, battery charger, and then here it is, the R50. It's been a while since I've actually had a new camera, but I've been pretty much using the M50 ever since it came out in what, 2017, 2018. So, oh man, here it is, the R50. This is crazy. Actually, it's almost the same size as the M50. This is the M50 right here. And this is the R50. Very, very similar in the size right now. If you look at side by side, you can see that there's a little bit of difference in the grip right here, the grip here in the M50. But overall, almost the same size. It's weird. This one's lighter. I think I remember reading in the sneak peek or whatever the article I read in my other video that this was going to be lighter, and it noticeably is. Granted, it doesn't have a battery inside, but how much does a battery weigh, right? Okay. Alright, put that there. And we have the kit lens. This is, I believe, 18 to 45. There should be a battery in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I don't usually put the strap on anymore, but it's nice to have. Here we have the battery. Wonder if it has a charge in it. That would be wonderful. The LPE17, about the same size of a battery actually. This one's slightly thicker. LPE17 is a little bit thicker than the 12. Wonder if it'll have any juice. Let's pop it in there. You can definitely feel the build is a lot more newer. I mean, it is a newer camera, but that's already one change there. The way that door opens. But it doesn't look like, actually, the battery door doesn't have the same setup as here on the M50. That they add this rubber and you can have like an all-day type of battery thing by plugging it into a wall. But now, kind of like this clip-on thing, so I wonder how you can do, it doesn't look like there's going to be an option to add battery grip, so that's a little concerning, but we'll just see how this does. Pop the battery in there. While we're at it here, we're just gonna grab the kit lens, that R mount, and the beautiful sensor right there. There you go. Wow, okay. So this is the full camera weight right here. Honestly, it's not that much different from the M50. It's hard to compare right now because the M50 doesn't have a lens on it at the moment. But there you go. Actually, now I feel in my hands, the grip right here is a lot more shallower. Like, I don't have much of a grip. But let's pull out the M50. Honestly, I have to compare the grips. This one actually has less grip, surprisingly, on the R50. It's a little different. So let's try to turn it on here. All right, we're met with the charged battery. So we'll be back after a quick interlude to charge the battery. All right, so I've been able to let this battery charge for a little bit. So let's pop it in right now. Here we go. All right, so let's get into setup right here. This is the lens out extended. Right, like this. All right, let's take a look at this. This is really cool. I don't have a card in here quite at the moment. Let's take a look at the menu section. All right. Pretty standard. I mean, it'll take a while for me to go through all of these settings right now, but definitely I'll be going over these in a separate video. So stay tuned and subscribe for that. Now, what I'm really curious of looking at is the recording modes here. So we have it in the video recording mode right there. So we're gonna open it up here, movie recording size. So this is one of the major upgrades with the R50 is that you get so many more options in terms of video recording sizes. So We look here, we have 24 frames at 1080. We got like so many different options here. We got 24 at standard and 24 at light. Not too sure what that means, but I'll be learning for sure. We got 30 frames standard in light, and then we got 60 frames standard in light. We got 4K 24 light and 4K 24 standard, 4K 30, and then 4K light and standard here. So many more options. I'll be really interested to figure out what these light and standard modes mean for each one of these here. But as soon as I learn, you guys will learn along with me too. So I'm looking at all the different settings here on the R50, and this is one that's really new. It's the subject detect right here. So you can have it set to certain items here. So for example, people, animals, vehicles, or none. So the subject detect will really help with like photos and video. Eye detection, you want to enable that also. M50 didn't have eye detection as far as I remember. And look, you can even control autofocus servo speed, which is really cool. So there is so much. They actually have a brand new menu item that I'm not used to, which is the AF mode. I'm guessing it's everything related to autofocus. So many different settings here that I am not familiar with at all coming from the M50. So definitely stay tuned. As I learn this, you guys will be learning this. You got the 120 frames at 1080 now. It's not going to be at 720 compared to the M50. And before we move on, let's just quickly unbox the mount adapter here. This is going to allow you to adapt old EF and EFS lenses onto the R mounted cameras. So that includes the R50 here. So, okay. And here it is. This is the R mount adapter. Yeah, let's actually try right now. 24 to 70 right here. Tamron 24 to 70 right here. We're gonna be able to adapt this lens on the R50. Now the lens adapter pops on here, just like that. So let's pop that in. There you go. And now your R50 is ready to use EF glass right here. But yeah, here we go. You can now take pictures with the 24 to 70 Tamron. That's what the mount adapter can do. Highly recommend it, especially if you're on a budget and you want to just upgrade to the R50, but you have a whole bunch of EF and EFS lenses. This will be able to adapt those lenses on your newer camera bodies like the R line. Super useful. So I've been playing with the R50 for a little bit now, and I'm really liking the feel and the, I guess it's the overall like ergonomics of the camera. It does, I guess the grip here is a little bit less filling to my hand, the best way I can put it. The grip on the M50 original one does fit in my hand a little bit better. Having this one, it just feels like it's a little bit smaller of a grip, so let's take that into account. Definitely the battery door is different. It's not like the M50 where kind of like this, you kind of push down and kind of drag it and it opens up like that. And also is missing that rubber part, which you can connect a battery grip to, but on here that's completely gone. It's more just like a slider button thing that opens up just like that. That is a little concerning, but we're just gonna have to see and how the battery lasts with this just from everyday use, because I could tell you from using the M50, I was like noticeably changing the battery a lot because I was, you know, recording video and then like taking pictures, just that back and forth. Even though I had on like the eco-saving power saving mode, it was still dying pretty quickly. So we're just gonna have to see with that after using this camera. Screen here, there's like a little bit of a texture, which I think is pretty cool. And instead of like pulling out the screen, I was so used to like pulling out from here, you actually pull it out from the top and the bottom here, so you kind of open it up just like that. Compared to the M50, I'm just so used to the thing being here, so I had to kind of get used to it over time. All the dials in the front are pretty much the same. I did notice that they went for the rubber part here and they left the plastic part here, which I think is actually a good move, because if you look at the M50, this whole part here is all rubber, I guess for better grip, but it's all coming off and it doesn't look nice and kind of just ruins the look. But I like how they went plastic here. Very minor, by the way. Top of the camera here, record button, the dial, ISO button with the dial here to adjust settings. Also to note here at the top, we have a flash, pop-up flash. It's not an auto pop-up flash, so if you're ever going to use it, you're definitely gonna have to lift it up just like that. I completely forgot the camera even had that for, you know, the first like hour of using this, but yeah, it does. So it's very much geared toward beginners. If you really need that like direct flash, it's there for you. Here at the side of the camera here, the mic input, pretty standard. I like how this one's a lot more easier to take off now. It's like a little rubber thing. You can just use your nail and take it out just like that. While on the M50, it was like this plastic thing, and every time I did it, if I didn't have like nails, like that thing was incredibly hard to take out. And then on the other side, we have a micro HDMI and a USB-C. We'll dive more into that in future videos. But yeah, let me know of any videos you guys want to see about the Canon R50. If this video was helpful for you, definitely leave a like. And if you guys want more Canon R50 videos, definitely subscribe to this channel because I'll be coming out with a ton more videos. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.